Hello guys, good to see you again, and thankfully it is the last time we're going to do this that we know of. So we're just going to hold out hope that it is. For your last week of Commitment Club workouts, WOD 2, we're going to start off with a dynamic, should mostly be pretty familiar to everybody. 20 meters, about 65 feet. So your best guess, just find a space that you can go back and forth, and if you don't have that much of a distance, you're welcome to obviously go back and forth more than once if you need to cover that distance. So I'm just going to go over all the different things that you've got here. Oh yeah. All right, so we got step overs and unders. So I'm going to face one direction perpendicular to the direction I'm actually going. I'm just going to make a big hip circle, step over with both legs, and then I'm going to get down low and step under that imaginary fence, tree branch, whatever. And I'm going to turn, same thing this way, and turn again. So I'm just going back and forth to make sure you're alternating each time, okay? Then we've got heel to toe walks. I'm just going to be starting out with my heel on the ground, and as I walk forward, I'll push to the ball of my foot. So I want to actively pull my toes up and then push down into the floor on each step. Then I've got high knees. We've all done high knees. Try to be pretty fast and aggressive with them and keep a slight forward lean. You should feel a pretty good burn deep in your abs on this, okay? You don't want to be casually doing high knees, leaning back like this. It should be leaning forward, and you're almost trying to aggressively push your feet back down into the floor. Kind of the same thing with butt kickers. Casual, not really doing it. Try to lean forward and just cycle through those steps as fast as you can. Then we got a side shuffle with an arm swing. So you're gonna shuffle with your feet and then just swing your arms back and forth like this. Okay? We call these fairy hops. If you wanna go that route, that's cool. And then we've got a hinge walk with a weight. So in this walk, we're gonna get down into a hinge position. My belly should be turned on, so I can always check that with my mittens. Make your mittens and poke into your belly, below your belly button and to the side. Make sure that's on. If you're not sure, just take a nice relaxing exhale and then inhale. And make sure you're pushing out against your fingers when you do that. And I'm gonna take any weight, really doesn't matter. I'm gonna hover just off the ground, and I want my weight to stay forward in my feet. My heels would actually mostly try to stay off the ground. That's what I'm gonna go for on this one. So I'm gonna lean forward with this weight and just start walking. Okay, you should feel like you're falling, and you should feel a really good burn in your hamstrings on those. After you've done all of those, you'll go on a 400-meter run. Half of that will be nice and easy, and the second half you should pick the pace up a little bit and try to move faster, so moderately fast. Then we've got our workout. 6 rounds for time. You're gonna actually need a coin on this one. Fun little twist that we've done in the gym before and haven't seen it in a while. So you're gonna pick a distance to run. It's gonna be different for everybody because 6 rounds is kind of a lot, so we don't want this to take super duper long. Some of our faster runners could definitely get away with an 800 on this. It should be a longer workout. I wanted it to be, but we didn't want it to be like super long, you know, 30, 40 minute range. So probably 30 minutes or less we're hoping for on this. But that means your run, you don't want to take any longer than 4 minutes, and but it also shouldn't be less than 2. Okay, so try to pick a distance in there that works. So you flip a coin after you get back from that run. If the coin is heads, you will do 20 in and outs, which I have programmed before. You start in your plank. Then I'm gonna jump my feet in, trying to keep my legs as straight as I can, and then jumping them back out. So that's 1. Okay, if you want to take that up at even a higher level of performance, you can make lines on the ground. One line for where your hands go, one line for where your feet go, and one line for where your feet should get to when you come in. That would be a way of kind of measuring that. And then if the coin lands on tails, you'll do 20 kettlebell swings. So much like we started out in the carry, this could be with any weight too. If you have a dumbbell, you could have 2 dumbbells and kind of swing like that. Ideally, you've got a kettlebell though. So from the kettlebell swing, I'm just gonna focus on mostly bracing like we did in the warm-up. I'm gonna push my butt back to the wall behind me, reach back between my legs, and the timing with this is really important. So right as I reach the end of that hike back, that's when I drive with this part of my legs and my butt and push into this strong vertical position. And then from there, I'm not lifting the kettlebell with my arms at all. It's all coming from my legs. And then I'm gonna let the kettlebell pull me back down. So again, I start with a hike and then jump and then hike back, jump again. And then right as I reach the end of that hike, turning it around quickly. Okay, so you got 20 of those. Do that all 6 times. Then your cool down, you just have a nice easy 5-minute walk, nose breathing only. Then you will have 30 seconds on each side of a pigeon stretch and 30 seconds each side of a couch stretch. Enjoy.